This is for job number 5022545, cammering from the left side of the house through a hammer tap cleanout. Right off the bat, I'm having a little trouble getting through. Here we go. Got a bad root intrusion into a belly.
Hey John, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I forget if it's John or Josh.
John.
John, okay.
See, right off the bat, there's heavy root intrusion. We got more there.
Looks like the pipe's in halfway decent shape, though.
Yeah. We'll see better on the pullback because we won't be getting all the water in there.
That looks great compared to the one we just did around the corner. I asked for you and they sent somebody else.
Oh, really? I might have been busy.
Yeah, and then the only thing that got me was, I mean, and there they just, that thing was such a piece of shit. It definitely had to all be replaced.
Uh-huh.
But the guy never got back to me with a price.
Huh.
I ended up paying somebody else to replace it.
So you got it done?
Yes.
That's good. As long as it's done.
Because I know you guys are expensive.
We're not.
I mean, you're not more.
We're not the most expensive.
I was able to hire the labor that did my demo on the house, and they dug it up and replaced it.
Nice.
So you're taking time and material.
Yep.
I think I did the whole thing for just a couple of months.
How long has this house sat?
The tenant just moved.
Okay.
Yeah, so he moved the beginning of December.
Alright, I have to be in the city, in the street by now. I'm 113 feet out.
Okay.
And I don't think it's that far to the city. So we're going to pull back until we get a turn. Yeah, you can see that's a much bigger pipe than 4-inch.
Oh, yeah. That looked like where it went in right there, wasn't it? I just saw some kind of a joint.
Oh, well, yeah, that's just a connection.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's like the city's 6 or 8-inch pipe right there, probably.
You know, these things are a realtor's nightmare.
The sewer lateral?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, of course.
I've been in real estate for 36 years. I'm kind of semi-retired now, just doing my own stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I'll tell you, every time they tell me they want to do a sewer lateral on an 80-year-old house, I'm like, okay, well, we know it ain't going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Toilet paper?
It looked kind of like an apple core or something. Here we should be getting close to your city tap.
Is that it?
No,
Another
here,
connection.
right there. See how we're turning in?
Uh-huh.
This is your tap.
Oh, I see. So it turns when it goes in.
Yeah, exactly, to send it the right direction. So tap looks good. Nothing to see there. And you got minor root intrusion there.
Uh-huh. That's no reason to replace the line there, huh?
No. I mean, you're going to continually have to snake it,
Yeah.
right? The roots are already in there. But that's not a, you know, mandatory replacement type thing. Little offset there, nothing crazy, right? See how the water has to kind of jump up?
Yep.
But that's not horrible, right? That's not something that's going to cause backups. That one there. That's just, yeah, that's just paper that's hanging out.
A little more room intrusion.
Yeah, with a little bit of an offset there, you can see the camera takes a jump up there. Another little offset. That one's bad. You can see how the camera goes fully submerged before it jumps up.
Right.
So that one's gonna
So
help cause some backups. Yeah, so anywhere you see a puddle, heavy stuff will settle.
Right.
Right, so that'll fill with paper and feces until it backs up.
That looks like a worse root intrusion, isn't it?
Yeah, another root intrusion, a connection. So that's kind of the routine with the clay. That's what we're doing down the street. Every 4 feet it's just fully grown in with roots.
And that's wherever there's a joint?
Yeah. There's another one, a little bit of an offset, but root intrusion.
Oh, you know what I should have asked you when you were out at the City Connection? Can you mark that for me?
Yeah. That's an offset, but you see how the camera drops down? So there's 2 versions of an offset, as I call it. You have a waterfall or a wall. If it's a waterfall, right,
It'll
it's
keep
just a fun ride for the stuff, right? The wall is where you get those pools of water, and those are going to be more so troublesome than the waterfall. So you got a decent waterfall there.
So in your opinion, this one is...
I mean, it could probably, I mean, it's flowing, right?
Yeah.
But it could use a snaking. I mean, there's some root intrusion. But not...
So if it were your house, would you snake it out?
Not hideous. Yeah. I mean, until it became an issue, from what I've seen. I mean, there's another little bit of a wall offset there. But that could just be the roots. This is bad there. You see that's like all mud and dirt and roots right there. And here we are at the clean out. So yeah, it's just like right inside the clean out. And so that will be solved by fixing this.
Oh, okay, by fixing the clean out.
Yeah, you just do the clean out, and obviously I'm not going to leave that crappy connection where it's connected, right? So you undo that, put in a real clean out with a sewer popper like they want, and then you have easy access to do your yearly maintenance or bi-yearly maintenance, snaking the line.
Okay.
Until, you know, I'm guessing you're going to rent it or something.
No, we're going to fix this and sell it.
Okay.
So because of that, and because I just went through it around the corner...
So you already know, right?
Yeah.
Mark it off.
Well, mark it off, because my guys, they can dig it up and replace it. Like I say, they actually did all my waste lines under the house and all the way out to the street, and I think $2,300 is all I spent.
Really?
Look, I was paying these guys $150 a day, and they just dug it up. They just worked their ass off.
Yeah.
And, you know, I paid for all the parts.
Yeah, I can tell you $2,300 is not my estimate for everything. I mean, under the house, that's a legitimate number, right? But everything,
but from here
with
to the
permit
street,
and all that,
well, we didn't make a permit. And we told the buyer, we said, we'll only do it to the edge of the, this side of the sidewalk.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you could do until you get the really expensive permit, which is the encroachment permit into the street.
But what's your thought on from here to the sidewalk? Are we like a couple of grand, or are we $5,000?
From here to the sidewalk, it's similar. I'll step it off. We're doing like 15 feet right now for $7,500. It's roughly 3 to 4 feet deep.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and that's about what this is, Joe.
I'm like 2 feet deep here, so yeah, it would be like
Three at the
3.5 or 4 at the curb.
Okay, yeah, so if you could mark over there for me where it connects.
No, for sure. I'll mark where you hit the sidewalk. I'll
Yeah.
mark where your city tap is in the street.
Perfect, okay.
And then I can do like, a generic line
Yeah.
so they have something to follow
Okay,
type
cool.
thing. Do a couple dots here and there so they can connect the dots.
Awesome. Appreciate that.
Yep.
What do? You run your truck and you're able to plug 110 into it?
Yeah, I have a plug in the back. So here we are right here,
Uh-huh.
right, the other side. That's all going to be cast iron inside.
Oh, you're going in towards the house now?
Yeah. And then that's the cap because the toilet's right here, right? But yeah, that all, nothing to see there either.
Would you say that's acceptable to keep, or is that?
This, yeah. No, I mean the cast iron, as long as it's got grate and water doesn't pool in it,
Uh-huh.
I mean that's a 100-year sewer line easy.
Well, unfortunately, it's an 80-year-old house.
Well, right, I mean it's
Yeah.
gonna rust out eventually,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, so your cast, they actually left, right? They hammered right at the cast. If you
Uh-huh.
look down here, you can see the cast bell. Right,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the cast
Yep.
iron, and then you can see the clay
The
on
clay,
the other side.
gotcha.
That's where they connect
That's
it.
what they did, cast iron in the house and clay out to the street, huh?
Yep, that's standard practice. So let me go back out
How
that
did they
way.
build that clean out of it? Cement?
Yeah, they just basically they
Dug a hole?
dug a big hole,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hammered through the pipe, snaked it to clear it,
Uh-huh.
and then they put basically a fence post over the hole,
Uh-huh.
and then poured concrete around it. Waited a minute, pulled that out,
Uh-huh.
and then now you have
Oh,
the
interesting.
brick over the concreted
Right, 'cause
thing.
on the other house we had, they had at least taken a PVC pipe and stuck it in there.
Right.
Yeah. So at least it came all the way up above.
Well,
the
right,
ground.
because when I came, I just got done blow bagging it. I used your neighbor's hose here,
Oh, okay.
but it was running slow. It
Uh-huh.
wasn't like clear, and if it's full of water,
Mhm.
then you don't see anything with
Yeah.
camera. So
Gotcha.
instead of getting out my snake, I just did that, and now we can see the problem.
Right. Okay, cool.
All right, I'm going to start marking. Okay, I'm going to mark the city tap per customer request. Alright, all depths have been marked. Just got a nice little root ball off here. So yeah, it looks like they used a clay 90 right outside the house to drive it over and out to the street. My depths range over here 1 foot 2 inches deep, and I think the deepest was 4 something out by the sidewalk.